You wanted to
Yes,
talk
I
about? Yeah.
just made these because, so I was curious and I did some research. Massachusetts has so many different government types, it's a little bit bewildering. But we are in what's called a Plan A government type, which is also called strong mayor, weak council.
Yes. Yeah.
And so the Dormanson report that Joe was talking about is a consultant's report to justify the salary increase for the mayor. But it uses city and town managers who are actually from a whole different type of government, where in those types of governments, people elect a board or a council, and then those people put out a job description saying, we want, someone with these qualifications to manage the city. And then that person has certain job requirements that they have to meet, and they have annual performance reviews. For example, Cambridge does theirs in public, so the city manager would be sort of in a group setting and asked to answer for whether or not he, in this case, met performance goals, and that this elected board or council can fire the city manager at any time. So it's really a different system. And if you look at there's something called the Massachusetts Municipal Association. So this is really quite getting into the weeds, but there are 15 Plan A cities in Massachusetts.
Okay.
And these are those cities in order of population size. So North Adams at the small end and Boston at the big end. And if you take an average of their population, it's about 108,000, which is not too far off Quincy.
Similar to Quincy, yeah.
And the average salary for their mayors is 140,000. So here's where Quincy is right now, and it's in line here. And then you see the new salary, and it's much higher than anything else. So higher than Boston, and and it was reported in the press that the mayor has a higher administrative burden than the mayor of Boston. And sometimes it's just hard to know. It's hard to believe that people are making those arguments. But I also did some research. So I looked up the 10 most populous U.S. cities. And then I compared the salaries of their mayors to the new salary. And this is just, I put them in order of the salary, so you can see. So 9 out of 10 of the biggest cities, their mayors make less than the new salary for the mayor. So only Los Angeles out of the top 10. And each of these cities is at least 10 times the size of Quincy.
And are these also Plan A forms of government, do you know?
That's a good question, but I think many of them are, but I don't know if all of them are, but I just thought, what are these other cities that are really huge? So, but anyway, yeah, so both of these, I think, indicate that the salary for the mayor is out of line. And, also you could compare to the governor, which he would make more than the governor. And both of our U.S. senators